This lesson is 4.3.1 and focuses on the future professional. So the big concept of this lesson is that you will learn about aerospace careers as well as careers that are related to aerospace. First of all, let's talk about aerospace engineers. So aerospace engineers are mostly involved in the design and manufacture of an aircraft. You can either be atmosphere-based or space-based. Median pay for all occupations when this data was taken was about $34,750. Median pay for all engineers was about $86,200, and the median pay for an aerospace engineer specifically was $103,720. Because aerospace engineers are super specialized, they do have an increase in pay in most cases. And we have about 83,000 US-based aerospace engineers. Now, looking at the aviation industry as a whole, you can get several degrees that deal with aerospace and aviation. So you can have a degree in aviation. You can also focus on the business and economic side of it. You can look at the logistics of the industry. You can become a pilot or a federal regulator, or be a lawyer who focuses in aviation law. Specifically looking at the role of a pilot, you could be a commercial pilot, you could be a flight instructor, you could fly corporate aircraft, you could be a cargo flight pilot, you could carry passengers either on private or commercial aircraft. You could be a pilot in the military. And then for typical career paths, you are either military trained, you get a college degree, or you become a private pilot and then move into the commercial realm. You also could become an aerospace technician. These are typically used in the fields of avionics. You can be a mechanical technician or even focus on the electronic side of aerospace systems. In addition to that, there are aerospace-related engineering things such as automotive, where you work on engines and things like that. Also focusing on airfoils for wind turbines, and also looking at airflow and cooling systems that are used in any kind of aircraft. In addition to all of that, you could also become an air traffic controller. So there is a Collegiate initiative program for air traffic controllers. It can be a 2 or 4 year non-engineering aviation degree. Alternatively, you can also apply through the FAA website. Also, obviously, the military is a huge area for aerospace-based careers. All branches of the military have some aspect of aerospace or aeronautics. You can be an aviator, you could be support for those, you could work on the electronics or the mechanical systems. You could also be an administrator, do research in these fields, or even go as far as drones and UAV-related areas. Okay, you could also be paramilitary, so often our National Guard or NASA, the Coast Guard. You could also work for the police, and again, those same areas require the same support. You could work for the electronics, or be a pilot, or be in the administration, or work on the mechanics of them. Now, specifically looking at NASA, you obviously could become an astronaut, but you could also be part of the launch support team. You could conduct research. You could do flights, so just flight testing. You could also focus on the human physiology, the impact that space has on the human body, or work on remote systems like satellites. Space also now has a commercial aspect to it, so not just NASA. SpaceX has started pushing for space tourism and private space missions. So now we have this commercial branch that we can also be looking at. You could also become a defense or government contractor, which means you would work for a private company, but still work for the federal government in some aspects. You can do military aircraft development, look at missiles, satellites, or even vehicles that are used in space.